What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. In today's episode, we are going to recap the 2017 victory over New England Patriots. We talk Sam Howell, Ron Rivera, these refs, and we're going to talk about this new look defense without the defensive ends. So buckle up. It's time to Own the Huddle.
Hey, yeah, like they robbed KJ Henry of a sack, bro.
Yeah, that was probably the worst call I've seen all season. What is a sack? Like what is roughing the passer to you now? Like, because I seen roughing the passer. I seen where someone launched their elbow at a quarterback, or stuff like that. But when it's like a simple hitting someone like literally from behind, pause, and taking them down, and you get a forced fumble, then you're saying it's a personal foul. Like, what is a sack now? Like,
yeah, like he tackled him. He didn't put a whole lot of weight on him. And that's only a penalty if the ball is already let go. Like, what more could he have done to prevent that? They robbed that man of a sack, man.
They want us to put pillows on the field. That's what they want.
Hey, look, man. Look, he could have got a sack. We got 8 games left. He could have been on pace for 8 sacks, which is more than Chase ever had.
I know it looks like Ceelo is at a hotel, but he disappeared. I don't know exactly where he is. But Breeze, what's good, man?
What's good?
Oh, there you go.
Is he back? Is he still frozen?
He trying to slide around the camera. Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. Brother Deuce is here. He's here to defend his O-line. I'm getting sick and tired of you dudes and this fan base talking about my O-line. We gonna handle this today.
I said tell CJ to drop that.
No, y'all not fixing that, bro. Y'all not fixing that.
Nah, it's over. You already put it out there, DT.
I put Troy Apke because he ain't getting on the field. He ain't getting on defense at all.
See, that's the problem. You drinking that South Evil.
Seriously, he's gonna make the team, and he's gonna be a up back or something.
Up back is crazy. He's not making the team.
What is
Listen, if he makes this team as it's up, you know what? Nope.
All the fans leaving again.
They love trap.
Welcome back to Owning the Huddle podcast. I am Deuce. We got DT. Ceelo is on the way. Breeze watched too much of Mac Jones, so he has a headache tonight, and he won't be joining us. Or he may. It depends. I know he's watching. He might jump on. Who knows? DT, what's good, man?
What's good? Before we start the show, I just want to say happy 51st birthday to my father. Born November 5th. Just had a wonderful dinner, and we got a victory Sunday on his birthday. So happy birthday, Dad.
Pops. Happy birthday, Pops, man. Pops got a 7.5, man. Zee!
Yeah, sometimes.
Pops watched the game on the big screens. What's up, Freddie Lee in the building? Yes, Sam Howell, Sam the GOAT Howell, for sure. I want to draft Joe out with our first, a right tackle with the second from Chicago, and a tight end with our second round pick. I don't see no harm in it. Sounds good, just depending on how we fall. But we ain't talking about the draft right now. We ain't talking about the draft, Freddie. Then double dip linebacker without 3/3. Bro, if Trotter is there in the second round, like some people saying he going third, I just don't see it. Like he had a heck of a game yesterday, man. I love Trotter, man.
I like Carter too.
Yeah. No doubt. Oh man, so Commanders win 2017. Our first time winning since what 2005, and I think that score was also 2015. I mean 20-17. Brady threw a couple picks. I think Liddell Betts scored a touchdown. Like that's how long ago that was. But yeah, man. I mean, we went up to Foxborough. Yeah, we know Brady ain't there, but it's still hard to win up there. Like a lot of people talking about like they want him gone and the fans not engaged. Now they had a full packed stadium with Patriots fans. Man.
Yeah. So it was 2003. So
2003.
Last time they won, I was in elementary school. So just want to show the age difference on the channel. It's absolutely wild. But from looking at the stands and stuff, I did see we represented pretty well up there. Not a big fan of Boston teams, and some of y'all, I know how y'all feel about teams in Boston and stuff like that, but just to see the stadium and stuff, knowing the history of the team, originally they were the Boston Redskins, and so definitely have a little bit of strong fan base up north, and did see a couple of spots of burgundy gold up there. So I was definitely impressed with the crowd, and yeah, that's a long time. 2003, man, we've been getting cut. Yeah. That was with Brady though. I remember one game though, we were like in a shootout with Rex Grossman.
That's nasty. That's definitely nasty, man. Like it was cool. Like Riley Captain was there. Like he go to all the games, you know what I'm saying? But it was cool when B-Rob scored. He like jumped up, did the little leap drink right into Riley Captain's where he was, and it was so that was very cool to see, man. Sometimes some people that we see every day being able to enjoy that with B-Rob. Hey, Riri in the building. RVA was good, man. Yeah, chilling. Utah, Cody. Yep, Rev, Coach Rev. I think it might be your first time coming. So I definitely appreciate you stopping by. So don't be a stranger. Yep, 03 was the last time. The refs need to stay out of our pocket. Bro, it's like the referee. Yeah, it's like they forgot that landliner is gone. You know, like why do we or when Hers bought the team, they didn't like inform him who to pay. Like, you got to pay at the beginning of the year. So he make that ref payment at the beginning of the year. He's still a rookie. You know what I'm saying? That's why Kraft up there, John, laughing. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Coach said he graduated that year. Man. What's up, Darius? This might be your first time. I definitely appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we got that dub. Yeah, hey, that lighthouse was crazy because actually, like Riley Captain was up there. Like he posted yesterday, him up in the little lighthouse looking down on the field, and it was a crazy view. And they had people up there doing the game. So yeah, man, that lighthouse was crazy. I like that one. He said he was 3. 51 has seen us. Yeah, man, we trying to see one too, Fred. I mean, I was young. I don't remember him too much, but you and my parents got to live the glory days. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's talk about a little bit about this game, man. Wait for Ceelo to get on. And also, we also going to do Ron Rivera presser towards the end. Do it with you all. But let's talk about the game, man. What's your initial reaction to the whole game?
My initial reaction was just a win. I mean, just to be completely honest with you. Coming into this game, I had this little bit of strong sense that this is going to be a game that Washington was going to be able to steal. I was surprised by the early start, start off 10-0, but then, my PTSD started to kick in when the drive that started with the fumble and then they scored. Then I was like, please do not let the momentum. Because, folks, let's be completely honest. This Patriots team is bad.
Yeah.
This Patriots team is bad, and we kept them in the game. I mean, like, they couldn't muster nothing. The only big play, to be honest with you, was the 64-yard run. But other than that, the fumble gifted them good field position, took advantage of a matchup with a linebacker against their tight end. Uh, that 64-yard run was absolutely horrendous because they were running like a double dog blitz and nobody got to the outside of the guard coming up. Percy took a bad angle. Then it was just, man, I don't know. But I will say this, like their defense, if they're known for defense, their defense is definitely solid enough to keep them in games. But their offense, they have a lot of deficiencies in their offense, and they're some way somehow they're getting the best out of it. Found a way to win though. We found a way to win. A lot of mistakes on offense, some mistakes on defense. Obviously, we knew trading our guys was we knew trading our guys didn't have the biggest effect because either way, when they weren't on the field, the defense was still giving up yards and points and things of that nature. So we still found a way to win. That's really all I can say, Deuce. Like you just gotta find a way to grind out those wins.
Yeah, man. So overall, I agree. Like the Patriots are very bad. Like they are very, very bad. And I know the whole narrative when you think about playing bad teams. Like, I mean, it's not like we this juggernaut, and some people want to bring up, well, if they were better, this would have happened. If they were better, that would have happened. Yeah, you can do what ifs all day long. Like if we were better, this would have happened also. Say if Jahan catches that passes, if Diami catches the touchdown, like it's so many what ifs, but you have to win what's in front of you, right? And you can nitpick every single NFL game if you decide to choose, depending on what type of narrative you want to push. But they were a bad team. We were moving up and down the field. We just couldn't, convert when we needed to. And, if that's going to be the narrative this week for those that don't believe in the offense and believe in the defense. But to the side of the defense, man, it's like I was saying all last week, after the trade, it's not going to be a difference. And if it's not a difference, if it looks exactly how we've been seeing, that's a win for the Commanders. It's a win for the Commanders because of the fact that Chase and Sweat wasn't being like disruptive. This game looked like they were still out there. Like if you weren't looking at jersey numbers, you would still believe that they're on our team. So that's why I didn't see a big difference to the defense. What I did see is that we blitz more. I still don't like the blitz. Still doesn't seem like they're blitzing as one. It still seems they're when the blitz is coming, two people being in the same spot, they're not spreading it out. So I think that needs some work.
Okay.
And yeah, like Forbes, he did had a good game. He came back, he had a very good game. It seemed like he got a new celebration thingy jiggy he do now. So we'll see. And he all on social media posting. So I'm telling you, Forbes, don't go hiding and shut your social media down. If you have another bad game, you talking all this trash. So you got to be able to take it too. This is as much as you're giving it. Yeah, Sam had one bad throw, didn't see the cornerback, tried to give Dawson a jump ball. He's our guy. If you're referring to that interception, I think that was very bad. Nobody was open. It was like 5-on-2. Yeah. There was no way he could have got that ball to Jahan. I don't know what Sam Howell was thinking on that one. The Patriots defense, Bill Belichick, and watching how Howell navigated his spots. It was. And just because the Patriots are bad, they still play good defense. Like Belichick was still Belichick. Like he was still showing Sam different things throughout the course of the whole game. He was moving around the back end of the defense. He was blitzing some. He was just disguising a lot of different looks. And Sam Howell had protection. He was able to really hit on those, which I was very surprised. So you don't want to take too much away from Sam Howell in the game that he had, because Bill Belichick still called a heck of a game. And remember, Bill Belichick is very good against young quarterbacks. And I'm going to get through these, DT, and you can chop it. DT's point, the game didn't feel as close.
It did not feel that close, man. Like we actually dominated. We dominated the Patriots in total yards. Mm-hmm. It's like I felt like we were the better team, but it was the little things, the simple mistakes that kept them in the game. It was where it was a misassignment or mental error with drops and fumbling the ball near your own 15. Like that stuff hurts you. And I understand a lot of people's pain because you want this team to separate from those teams that are struggling. You want them to at least be in a tier 2 or somewhat tier 3, but right now we're still a team still trying to find themselves. Young spots, and I love how the rookies played today as well. The rookies got an opportunity to show up, and we got a couple games down the stretch where can we see this team get a rhythm to a point where we can actually dominate a team, and that question will remain to be seen.
Yep, next 3 games we got Seattle, we have the Giants, and the Cowboys. So there's 2 division games. We already down 0-3. We need those 2, and we need to beat Seattle. Seattle's going to be one of those teams that's going to be in a race at the end of the year. So we definitely have to take care of business. But one game at a time. Got to focus on Seattle. I thought it was going to turn into the Bills game, long drive, 0 points. So we got to win at least 2. We need to win all 3 of them, Freddie.
We need to win all 3.
We need to win all 3 of those because we got to, man, this stretch coming up starting with Dallas is tough, man. So stick that thing to passing Eagles.
You got to at least split with Dallas.
Yeah, you have to. What's up, Yam? Saw the post on Twitter. Had to jump over. Finally got to watch a full win from Star. Oh, that's good, man. Glad you're able to watch it over there. Yeah, the blitz stinks because of our linebacker. Yeah, that's true. And even when we came, I think we blitzed with Quan Martin a couple times. BSJ came a couple times, but it's just not in sync. It's like I've been saying, man, like. It's sort of JDI was on the sideline screaming, "Oh yeah, now, hey, go blitz!" And then they blitz. It doesn't look like they practice it. I mean, I know they practice it, but it's not fluid. It's not fluid enough because JDI doesn't blitz as much. So it looks a little sticky. Trading Sweat and Chase Young for draft capital was good, but the biggest thing we get out of this trade is that we have 92 million. That's right, and we probably could get up to 100 mil. Belichick's only 3 against. Oh yeah, Ron 3-0 against Belichick.
That's a wild stuff.
Yeah, that's wild. On that note, let's bring up Ceelo. Ron Rivera 3-0 against Belichick. Ceelo, you muted.
Henry.
Okay. Y'all say so.
He is. He's 3-0 against Belichick.
Ceelo don't care.
Yeah, I think we definitely should have scored more points, Darius. For sure. Yeah, crazy stat. You know what else kept the passing game? All those drop passes and passes that went through hands. Yeah, man, we dropping too many passes. We dropping too many passes. I got
a nasty take.
M. Sway, I appreciate you for coming through. I don't know if this is your first time or not. I think so. But we definitely appreciate you stopping by. Please, come back. In the chats, I hate to say it, but after what the Raiders did to the Giants today, we are nowhere close to being good. I don't know, man. Like, they didn't have Waller. Tyrod was out. Danny got hurt. And the Giants just really wasn't a good team. And they make us not look like a good team. Like, to be honest.
Raiders got some dudes up there, man. Like,
they got a defense. Yeah. They got Jacobs. They got something. But swear, like, to your point, bro, like, we don't get too hyped because Giants end up coming in FedEx beating us. So we got to be easy. Let's wait for Seattle. Oh, man. Yeah, Magic is tripping. All right, so let's talk about Magic real quick, Ceelo. Is Magic Johnson a bot?
Is he a bot?
Magic Johnson a bot, yeah.
Bro, like we was talking today. Like, do you think he watched the games? I don't think he watched the games unless he's there. I'm gonna be honest.
He probably got that red zone package. See every corner. Bro, ain't no way in the world he saw that, man. All them drop passes we saw today.
What did Magic Johnson tweet? What did he say?
He was like, hold on, let me get to it. I got it. Hold on. Let me go to my
How
You
about
talking
pull it
about
up
the wide
now?
receivers? Hold on, let me see. He tweeted the whole rocker stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
I see. I see. Okay, I see it.
Let me see. Coach Rivera, not that one. That one is nasty. He had to add Coach Rivera. In that one. He called that man Jatavius. Oh yeah, I want to give a special shout out to our receivers. They were excellent and caught just about everything. How through their way today. Let me see. De'Ami Brown wanted more opportunities just to drop beautiful passes. That dude, he can be inactive for the next few weeks.
Hey man,
They need to give him that Forbes treatment.
we need to start Cam Sims. I'm joking. I'm just saying, like, oh boy.
Yeah, I feel you, Sway. I feel you, man. I get it for sure. Magic GPT, that's crazy. Magic Johnson walking AI. Magic Johnson, yeah, he a bot. I'm telling you, yeah. He's a bot. Hey, Miss Janet. All right, Ceelo. So we just kind of I just did, man. What's your initial reactions after the game, offense and defense? Quick reactions.
I think that the offense was relatively excellent. Well, I should say excellent, but very good. My initial reaction, I just after the game was over, I was like, man, I really think that Sam Howell is that dude. You know, I just think he is. I just think he's good enough at this point in his career that you can see the potential, and I just feel like he really is really doing a damn good job given the circumstances of a new play caller, suspect O-line. He had a lot of drop balls, and he just kept grinding. He just kept balling out. So I feel like I tweeted, and I said, hey, this is an offensive team. We are no longer a defensive team. We are done. Those days are over. We are an offensive team, bro. And so that being said, defense, you know, to me, 17 points, and I'm guilty of this, right? When we beat the Giants, we lost to the Giants, and we only allowed 14 points. I'm like, 14 points. But now, this game, I'm like, the Pats are so bad, right? So were the Giants, but the Pats are so bad. I'm like, bro, we let Mac Jones get, like, he was cooking BSJ. I mean, he was cooking this dude. So in the secondary, in general, I was like, man. So yeah, they gave up 17 points, which is cool. And overall, that's a good thing. But I don't trust the defense. Like there was a point in time in our lives, right, that the defense, hey, they can get a stop. They were getting some 3 and outs. Well, I don't trust them dudes, like, at all. Yeah, I don't trust JDR. I don't trust none of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually like, do we need to like change our whole secondary now? I'm like, I'm all of a sudden I'm questioning BSJ. I'm questioning, like, obviously, Emmanuel Forbes is already kind of struggling. He had a better game today. Cam was like he was kind of like absent. It just don't feel right, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was my initial reaction was, offense was good enough. It shouldn't have been that close. Time possession was crazy. All the stats are in the offensive favor, and then the defense just not good enough. But we won. They sealed the game with a pick. That's great. But that's I'm just like, and I just don't know if I don't know if we're going. I also was like I don't see a playoff run in this team. Like at least the way it's currently constructed, it just feels very, like, it doesn't feel good. Like, it doesn't feel like. And I'm not saying that we couldn't make the play. We could make the playoffs, but I just don't feel good about it. I'm like, I just don't know which direction this team is going. And with the young QB and everything that's going on that side of the ball, I don't know if that's enough. So, but great. Well, I'm a fan. I want us to win. I don't feel good about it right now.
Yeah, the construction is just going to be it. Like, it's not going to be no.
Yeah, it's not going to change.
Like, it is going to be exactly what it is. Yeah, they definitely robbed KJ Henry. Like, that was a horrible call.
Yeah, agree.
Hopefully they send an apology email. But I think Nikki actually posted. I think I got it somewhere. Let me see if I can find that real quick. The reason. Let me see if I put it in my. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. But they posted the reason of why they. I think that the reason was because he fell on him or something. I think that was the reason. But
Yeah,
he didn't
that
fall
was
his weight.
He put his whole body weight on him, which is by far the stupidest thing I heard.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yep, pretty bad.
That was crazy. Yeah, man. Like, why take 8 weeks? He should have been put Larson. And if Larson is this much of a big deal, then he should have been playing. And EB has also, went to a quicker game. Sam Howell's able to get the ball out faster. Like all these things kind of happen right around the same time.
Yeah, Chris Paul looks solid too.
Mm-hmm. Feels like an 8 and 9 squad. They said full body weight. That was just a terrible call.
So in 2 weeks, from week 8, week 9, this offense has ranked 4th in yards per play, passing yards, 1st overall. Sacks have went down. Everything, like, it's starting to seem like everything is clicking. And that's when the new O-line has changed. So take the information you got.
For sure. O-line still kind of mid, though, not consistent.
It's mid, but for what we've seen, EB has adapted. Like there's no doubt about it. EB has adapted, and it's starting to look like Sam is starting to get what he needs to do within this offense. Now, the one thing we have to get, we got to start clicking on these big throws, like these 30-40-yard throws. Like we're not clicking on that right now, but once that gets going, oh my God,
he does hit it though. Like every now and he'll hit a big one, but it's just like I think the more reps. This is why I believe that you can't get true reps in the off season. Like you just can't. Like training camp, you can't get true reps. Like they don't play at this level in the off season at training camp. They don't play at this level in preseason games. They don't play at this level. So it takes games in order to really understand what you have. And for Sam also is that he can get this rapport with these players on these deep routes. Like for instance, the one to Terry when he like on the deep post, when Terry had to jump forward and the guy kind of like smashed his hands together, his arms. Terry was open. Like you throw that to the corner of the end zone. Like you lead him up the field. A play like that, Sam could if they went back to that play, same like in Denver, right? You lead him to the corner of the end zone, and I think the more this shirt is blowing me, huh? this shirt blowing me. Huh?
I definitely get what you're saying. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So the more reps they get together, the more they'll start understanding the power that Sam has, the speed that these guys have. And they'll definitely start connecting more. What's up, Charlie? Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Yeah, man. A win is a win, right? Like a win is a win. You can't take it away. You can't do the what if game. What if this happened? What if that happened? On and on. And a win is a win. You got to take it, learn from it, and move on. For sure. For sure, man. You just got to keep going. Yeah, so Diami, they can deactivate. Like they can, I said deactivate. That's crazy. Inactive list him, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Pringle, let's talk about Pringle. Pringle knows the offense. Of course, he had to build a rapport with Sam. But between him and Crowder, they are playing some good football, man. They playing some good football. No, these are not pieces that you want to keep around forever and ever. But these guys is playing some good football. What you think about Pringle and Crowder, Ceelo?
Now, I like it. I mean, y'all know I've been kind of hard on Crowder because he's 45 years old, but
Right.
Hey,
look, he can't be like turning his back on punt returns. Like, bro, just go down. Like, let's not do that, man.
But he cool. He's doing his job. He earned his money. He's punt returning. He actually, I have to believe. Yeah, look it up statistically. I have to believe he's probably amongst the top in the league in average yards per punt return. He's at least getting positive yards. It's very seldomly just a fair catch. And the offense, man, he looks like he actually learned. He knows the offense a little bit. So he's given Sam all the help he can. He can take. And I think I'm cool with it. Pringle, same thing. Pringle's balling. He's a speed guy, right? So he seems to be have good hands, and he's showing up where he needs to be. So to that end, I'm cool on Diami. Y'all talking about it earlier, like Diami is just like the miss, like that dot that Sam threw in the end zone.
He has to catch that.
That is such a great pass, bro. Like, and when everyone's complaining, oh, he dropped it, I'm not complaining. That's Diami. That's just Diami. Like, that's like I don't know. That's like back in the day for y'all old school Redskins. So that's like James Thrash dropping the pass. Like, it's James Thrash. Like, I mean, he's not the guy. Diami is not the guy. So I'm like, why am I gonna be mad? Like, that's not something I'm gonna rely on. If he would have caught it, it would have been like, oh my goodness. But he hasn't got to that point yet to expect that. So that being said, I don't mind seeing more Pringle or more Jameson Crowder and less Diami because I just don't trust him.
Popping with Pringle. That's crazy. Yeah, man. The Giants cut Crowder. He probably be their best wide receiver.
He probably would be an excellent wide receiver for them right now.
Laugh all out. Come on, Coach. James Thrash, man. Oh, I thought they said trash for a second. I thought he said trash. But yeah, man, Pringle played some good ball today. Crowder did too. And who else? Let's get some other,
How many was it? 8 different receivers that caught something today?
Was that the number? I won't be surprised. I don't have
it. He been spreading that wealth now.
If you open, you get in the ball. If you open, you get in the ball. Or if you like he has no favorites right now, which I know some people don't like that. But
it was more than 8. Hold on. But see, this is the thing, and I think he'll learn this as he learns the playbook more because you can tell he's getting better. He's growing. He's learning the system. EB is trusting him more. He's trusting EB more. He's been audibling the last few weeks. He's calling protections. You can hear him saying all those things now that he wasn't doing in the beginning of the year. So I think, yep. And he'll get more comfortable. But like when I need 3 or 4 yards and I have like a number 2, even a number 1 corner, but definitely a number 2, number 3 corner on Terry, top side 1-on-1, like that's where I'm looking first. Like I'm looking there first. But he's still in the progression phase where he's going to go through his progressions. So like DT, how long do you expect him? Do you think that's going to be for the duration of the season, or he's going to continue to progress and EB is going to give him a little more leeway to kind of cut the progressions and actually go to a mismatch? Like Jalen, like when Jalen see AJ Forbes on AJ, like I don't care what the play is, like he going straight to AJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that comes with more reps within the offense. For great example, like we knew when we saw like Kirk Cousins when he was here with Jay Gruden, like he was throwing a lot of interceptions early in his career, but once he settled down that second year within that offense, when he had guys like Jordan Reed, like a prime Jameson Crowder, Deshaun Jackson, and Pierre Garçon, he knew where to attack certain people. So we're just seeing Sam going through it every week, and we've seen the last couple of games. He finally put a game back to back where it's like, okay, this is starting to be consistent. Let's see once again. We'll start using guys like Terry, Jahan, and Curtis come back healthy, and Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson ball today too as well. use those guys against these matchups and things like that. So I would probably say as the season goes along, but also probably heading into if EB is the OC or probably the head coach of this team, wherever happens at the end of the season, we'll see how that progresses into next year.
Yeah, for sure. So that's 9 receivers, Ceelo, but Bates on that play was like, I don't know, that play was all weird. He had that catch, but it was for -5 yards, as we know. But that's 9 receivers, man, and 7 of them got got 2 or more catches. So that's big, man. And everyone got 2 or more targets out of those 9. Robinson and Bates got 2 targets apiece. And then you got Pringle, Diami got 4 targets, Thomas Crowder got 6, Gibson got 5, Terry 7, Jahan 8. So he's definitely spreading the football around, for sure. But Gibby had a good game, but he's just like you said, CeeLo, and I hate that you said that because ever since you said that, I just keep noticing he just keep falling. Like he's always tripping. You know? He's always get up like this. Oh,
he did miss the cutback lane too.
Yeah, he missed it. He's still doing that. But like, I'm over that now. Like, that's just who he is. Like, I'm not even expecting him to get better at that. But he always get up like smacking the ball, like he knew he saw a lane or something. Like, bro, he's definitely always falling, man. But what you think about Gibby's day today? I mean, he had 5 catches, 42 yards receiving, 6 attempts, 34 yards rushing, 5.7 average. What you think about B-Rob today?
Yeah, I see Aaron wrote that as well. Gibson stood out today. I agree 100%. I actually wanted to see them keep giving Gibson the ball. Like you know how sometimes as a coordinator, or even as a fan, some guys just like they in a groove. He was in a groove. Like I know he missed the cutback lane. I got that, but like some running backs, man, they just they feeling themselves, and he was feeling himself. He was like shaking off a couple of would-be tacklers. He was cutting back, couple really good runs, really good vision. Again, minus the one play he missed the hole or missed the lane. I wanted to see him get the ball more because I felt like B-Rob was good, but I just felt like AG was feeling himself. I just wanted to see them kind of keep riding that out until like he fumbled or something. But
I got the wrong shirt, yeah. This is long, man.
But I like AG today. I thought he had a good game. I thought he was like that one play that was kind of awkward where he had to reach down and catch the ball. He was down, got it back up. He cut that thing up for like a good 12 yards. I'm like,
I like that.
That's the AG I was expecting to see. You know what I mean? Just an athlete, just out there balling and But yeah, he had a good game. I like AG today.
Yeah. So
I saw a couple times he had that ball out there. I'm like, yo,
I don't even want to talk about it.
You can see him trying to make a move. Then he'll the ball kind of leaves his body. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah,
that dude scares me every time, man.
Every time. Breezy and I was talking about that on the simulcast thing.
So shout that out real quick, DT.
We could use a big wide receiver to help Sam out.
No, it's about the PSF, yeah.
Oh, my fault, man. I was trying to read. I was thinking what y'all were talking about. Oh, also, guys, so in case y'all missed us today, we were on the PSF app on Only the Huddle. For that, we did a live reaction to the game, so you guys can also follow this app right here called PSF. Should be in your app stores at your local Android and iPhone stores. It's free. You guys can communicate with everybody. Me up there, Deuce up there, Ceelo, Breeze, and a couple other familiar faces in the Washington community and Twitter. You guys can follow us, and we all talk ball. It is the Pro Sports Fan app.
Most definitely. So Freddie, when it comes to the big body wide receiver, like Bieniemy is used to
Freddie. Cole Turner.
He's used to tight ends being that. Like that's what he's used to, the tight ends being those guys. I doubt very seriously they go after a big body wide receiver unless he's a guy that can fly. If he's a guy that can fly, then I think they'll go that route.
I just say this.
Mhm.
I think the tight ends are good, but what's kind of missing in the room is somebody that is athletic. They can have a little bit of juice and they can get the first down. Like Logan, he is a big, tall, possessive wide receiver, and he'll truck you, but he doesn't really have that yak ability like when we see with Jordan Reed. So that's what I think is kind of missing when it comes to the middle of the field offense. So
Oh yeah, he
that's
definitely not
something.
getting hit.
That's
He'll
something we'll
he'll give you a hurdle every now and then.
now I see everybody putting in Brock Bowers. Everybody on the Brock Bowers.
Oh boy, let's get to it. Gibson Dale. Yeah, Gibson had a good game. Yeah, they doing way better, Charlie, for sure. Trustway had a massive game out of 5 punts. He came 4 of them within the 20. Yeah, man, because he was job mid a couple games this year, man. Like,
Well, I think he had a leg injury or something, right? Or
oh,
some
okay.
injury.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, man, I think the more like if we can continue to and another thing about this is like it does take offenses some time to really get a grasp when you're learning something new.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like all of those, like our whole offense, except for like Pringle and Crowder, they all came from the same system last year. So they all have to adjust to this new system and this new terminology. So hopefully, it's getting better as the season goes on for sure. Yeah, I saw what they said about him. Jason Kelsey, Sam Howell's good. He's a dog. So, well, I don't think he said he's a dog, but he gave him props. I did listen to. I forgot exactly what he said, but he gave him tons of props though. He was like he was doing this thing out there. He was like, "Come on, defense! Like, can y'all get a stop?" Like that's what he was saying. He said on his podcast about Sam Howell. He was like, Sam Howell was just walking up and down the field. He was like, next thing you know, he'd be right back out there. People on Twitter they'll need to about give you almost phone each other. How don't bring. They were just talking about how he could sling it. He was carving them up. Yeah, I remember that.
That's like y'all said, that is a good defense. That is a very good. I know their record don't say it, but that
most
defense,
definitely.
that defense is legit up front, legit. And Sam was like, so.
Yep. And Jalen Collar, like he's been put in the box both games we played them, but we'll talk about that later. How can we come out with only 20 points? I take the W. Yeah, we should have had like 30 something for sure, man.
Easily.
We should have really
that was a bad intercept. Did y'all talk about that yet? The end of the half joint?
Just a little bit. We're gonna come back. Let me just get through these last little bit. Also, Quan seems to get better. Okay. Look, man. I don't know. I don't see it. Like I don't see it, DT. I don't see it, Ceelo.
You don't see what?
Like Quan Martin. Like he I oh no, man. After I watched Witherspoon a couple weeks ago, man, I think maybe my expectations too high for the Illinois product.
Yeah, I'll promise.
Maybe that's what it is.
Witherspoon is just a dog, bro. He just different.
Maybe
But to that point, though, like I do feel like mainly because of injuries in the secondary, he's starting to get more and more reps, more opportunities, which I love, and he's starting to play more. But how I want to say it, I think he's playing good enough right now. I still need to see more, but I will say this: I did change the name of the chat. It is now officially Catching Strays Chat on Sundays because all we do is catch strays.
What chat?
The big chat we in, bro. I changed that junk. Me personally, I changed that junk. That junk Catching Strays.
Did you really change the name?
No, I didn't. I just put it in the chat when everybody was talking bad about it. It get toxic. I said, nah, I ain't talking today.
I don't know, man. Bowers might be too close to a tackle, coach. I don't know, man. What up, player? Y'all knew DT's about to try. He was froze. Trust was about to pack it in for the season. Sam kept taking sack. Living a life, bro. All right. What's up, Simple Trail in the building? It's good, bro. All right. So Ceelo. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, so let's go back. And I am not taking away the bad decision from Sam Howell. It was a terrible decision. Terrible decision, right? But why, like when it's under a minute, why are we rushing with three timeouts? Like, why are we rushing with three timeouts? Like, I didn't understand that part.
Did Ron address that at all in the post game? I don't like you. I don't listen to Ron, but
me either. I mean, we do it now, but it'll be my first time because we starting this new segment when we kind of react to the press conference. So
that's
we'll do
true.
a little bit with Ron today.
That's true. So we had a little mini debate on the space with some of our regular Twitter folk, friends, family. There's zero reason I could give you to why they did not call a timeout. Like once you're first and goal, at a minimum, you probably could have done it earlier, but at a minimum, once you have first and goal, call a timeout. Like it's 20 seconds left or 25 seconds left. Like what's the rush? There's zero rush. You need to huddle up, to catch a breath, huddle up, and actually call a positive play. You've been cooking these guys all game. So why didn't you catch them off guard? Like you have to catch them off guard. They can't guard y'all. Like I know they locked them down a couple times, but in general, it's 20 seconds left. You need a good play. Call a timeout, huddle up, let EB think about it, and call a play. I mean, like I don't know why there is so. I mean, you could do the running play. Like you could have done so many different options, but you're rushing. So clearly you were rushing to throw the ball, and it was an interception. But like you had three timeouts. Why rush? I can't think of one reason why you wouldn't call a timeout. It's not like we didn't have any timeouts. So I don't understand that thinking, that logic. I know some people say, hurry up offense. Don't let the defense sub out all this stuff. There was nobody you was scared of on that defense. So I don't understand that. Someone can explain to me in the comment section. I don't know, but
it was terrible. Yam, it's called Commanders Fans. That's the chat. So if you search Commanders Fans,
yep. And the app has several like all sports. So go to NFL, Washington Commanders. You'll start to see Commanders Fans chat room and maybe some other stuff in there. But yeah, go to NFL.
What you got, DT, with that pick, man? And Ron not using timeouts. Like I don't know why we were rushing. It was first down. Like that play was first down. Go ahead, call a timeout. Like slow everything down. And then that whole drive, we was hiking the ball with like 0 on the play clock.
Yeah, it was a lot of late
rushing.
Yeah.
We were rushing. Yeah. Well, we wasn't even rushing. It was like we were taking our time, and then once we get out the huddle or we get to the line, we was rushing to hike the ball. It was like on 0 or almost 0 a couple times. So, what do you think the logic not calling timeouts there? He said timeouts are sacred. He's using them to bargain with the Lord. Go ahead, DT.
That's nasty. Yeah. I didn't understand the sequence in the red zone. It was 3 timeouts. I felt like you should have used one because for one, like that, I thought that drive was just gonna go bad because it was a sack, penalty, stuff like that. Then the 24-yard run, then the 17-yard throw to Pringle, and then you're thinking, okay, we still got 3 timeouts. I would have called a timeout just to calm down, ease the quarterback in a little bit, try to bring everything in, and we know probably by now Sam is a gunslinger. So typically gunslinging quarterbacks, they're going to be gamers. They're going to try to make every single throw. So that instance right there, that was a young quarterback making a drastic mistake in the red zone, and there was nobody open. I'm pretty sure he didn't even see Duggar underneath because he was trying to force a Jahan in the back of the end zone. But
He was right in front of him.
It was definitely a bad play. Definitely took points on the board, whether it was a field goal or a touchdown, how we score. At the end of the day, it takes points on the board, and it kind of makes the scoreboard a little bit deceiving than what it's supposed to have been.
I want to go to some real quick. Let me find it. I'm gonna find it real quick. Let's get to the next conversation. Sam's still learning. He's only going to get better. I definitely agree. I didn't like the play call either. You're already in condensed area in a goal-to-go situation. Then you take half of the. I mean, I'm okay with the play call because it's worked. But Belichick was ready for it. This is why I say, like, they might be a horrible team, but Belichick is still a great defensive coordinator. Like, it was like 5-on-2. It's like Belichick knew that they were going there. So I'm okay with the play call. It's just that Bill Belichick definitely won that play. It was bad.
I'm okay with the play call also. I don't have a problem with the play call.
Yeah. Tight end Rodgers, but he stayed healthy. Who's Rodgers? Oh yeah.
Mario, but that was his big injury. So I can't say
he had 3 plays last year. On the flip side of that, when we were trying,
I guarantee you it was more than 3 plays.
Bro, it was 5 then. Like it wasn't more than 5 plays. Hold on. He had a deep out. He had the reverse. Them the only 2 I remember. What other plays did he have?
I guarantee you there's a 1:30 highlight tape of him. It's probably more than 5 plays.
Show that, because I bet a lot of it is them like talking and walking back to the.
That is nasty.
You've been talking.
I'm telling you, yeah. Like when we lost Armani Rogers, people were acting like he was Kelsey, bro.
We down bad at tight end position. We ain't had a tight end since Jordan Reed, apparently, or maybe I should say since the man from Maryland, 49ers.
I think I took
almost 2 minutes.
The 2 minutes he had on. All right. So
Davis.
It said after the huddle, it said in those situations, some people can tense up and be like, "Oh shucks, I did something wrong." Brissett said, and I think he did the total opposite. He was just like, "Whatever, the play is over now." So I was very happy to see that. So Sam Howell was like, "Yeah, all right, whatever, Brissett, watch out, play over. Like I got to get ready for the next series." Like I believe that because that's the mentality that he's shown ever since that Dallas game last year when he threw that pick. It's like, all right, play over. Let me get right back at it. He said Ron came over to check on Howell before the second half began and said the quarterback gave him a smile, a sign that things were going to be just. Why did I read that? I should have read it before. All right, so what do you think about the RPOs? I don't know, man. Like Sam Howell's not really an RPO quarterback. He's not taking none of them, and when he do take them, it's like he gets like -3 yards, like kind of every time, man. So I don't really like the RPOs, even because even when they do the fakes, it's taking Sam eyes from downfield. It's slowing them up a tad bit. So I don't see, like, we're just not that team. It looks RPO-ish, but I don't think we're a full RPO team at all. What you think, Ceelo?
Yeah, I agree. I think the offense they run is fine. I have my little quirks, like I wish they ran the ball a little bit more, except this game was great. They ran the ball like exceptionally, at least attempted to run well. But like RPO, like to me, that's not going to be the game changer that people think it's going to be. The offense, like Sam Howell is operating the offense fairly well. So no reason to change that. The RPO is not going to change that. But they doing a lot of sprint outs. They're doing a lot of some bootlegs now. They're doing some stuff that I feel like Sam is taking advantage of. So I don't really care too much about the RPO thing unless you got a true athlete under center like a Jalen Hurts or a Jackson or some other guys, right? Anthony Richardson. But
what you think, DT? Anthony Richardson, he don't need to be running no more RPOs.
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel. I feel like we haven't really run it as much as we thought they were going to run it this year. But
Right.
even when we have run it, there has been some times where, Howell could have pulled it or gave it to the running back, or, there's miscommunication between the wide receiver and stuff. And that was probably early in the season. So I'm like Ceelo, I kind of like the offense that they're running right now. I will say I would like to see some more boots, my opinion, but I think what they're running right now is working, and I just read you that stat so far. We're fourth, and we have like 11 big plays. I'm cool with it, man.
And so, and they ran what? I mean, they threw what, like 43 times or something like that. So it's like over 40 times. But like, I bet you 20 of those passes were within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think that'll probably come out tomorrow morning or tonight. But
Yeah,
it was a lot of quick stuff. That's why I'm not
quick
worried
stuff.
about
It's like it's essentially. I mean, it's a lot of like wide receiver screens or running back. Like it's just the running. It's just an extension of the running game. I look at that as running. Those are running plays to me.
Yep.
So I don't really care. Like the RPO thing, it just doesn't like. It's not going to move the needle, in my opinion. They're averaging something like over 270 yards a game. 24 points a game. I mean, they're killing offensively, statistically.
Yeah, this is a big stat. We saw this on the timeline too. 246 completion this first 10 games, third most behind Herbert and Burrow. Like he's throwing the ball, right? And I wonder what the percentages are.
Brett Favre. I hope not. With those interceptions.
No. I said Brett Favre. I didn't say Brett Favre.
No, Rev did before.
Oh,
really.
Yep, he's going to be. Oh yeah, nah, we ain't doing that, right? Yeah, well, Chris Cooley was before Jordan Reed, so.
Now I was thinking about who's the tight end we picked up that went to University of Maryland, big boy.
Oh, Vernon Davis.
He's probably the last one we really had.
He was old. Then he just had that one hurdle jump.
and he had a rap video.
He said no agree. Oh yeah, Caleb. Boy, oh boy. I wish they would stop trying to run out of the gun. Look, every time they go I formation, they get positive yards. They went it was 2nd and 4, something like that. I formation. Yep, they did 2nd and 4 I formation. They got a first down. Alex Armour was in the game with Gibby. But they only did it like once, I think. Sam was really good throwing on the run. Yeah, he has been really good. Yo, what's up, Matt? Appreciate you jumping through.
That scramble drill.
Gunslinger mentality. Don't want all the 5 interceptions. Yeah, definitely not. Let me see. Let's go to. Let me show y'all this drink right here, man. Because.
Oh, the scramble. I mean, the run.
And he looked like North Carolina Sam right there, man.
I know Bill Belichick was sick. I know he was sick. How you let Sam Howell?
This is crazy.
24 yards on you.
Ain't no way.
UNC.
Like, ain't no way, man. Like, I didn't even. Man, I talked to my cousin for like.
That was Carolina Wake Forest right there, DT.
Right.
I talked to my cousin for like an hour and a half the other day, and he says "like" after every other word. I just can't get it out of my mind now. Yeah, that just drives me crazy. But that run right there, it was 3rd and 23. I didn't even realize he was actually that close to the first down. That was a tough run. That's why that interception, man, it's just, it take a lot of helium out the balloon for sure.
I'm shocked they didn't call a timeout.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
We had 3. Here goes some more. Mark Bullitt says, can see Sam Howell has sped up his mental process so much from early in the season, getting ball out so much quicker, throwing over blitzes instead of delaying and taking sacks. His efficiency in that regard makes the offense work. I think he has been very good with the blitzes, specifically this one right here to Terry. That right there, like that was a great throw with pressure in his face. Where are you a house? Like how? Where are you a house, Ceelo? Where are you a house?
I'm sold.
Now look. Like if Hog wants to say, "Nah, we going in another direction," all right, cool. Like I ain't got no fight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no fight. I don't have no fight. But this is my guy, man. This is my guy for sure.
He's on. What is he on pace for? Like 4,000 yards?
Yeah, it's something ridiculous.
Like
He's number 2 in the
like
NFL right now, depending on what Josh Allen do.
So you cannot not go with a 4,000 yard, essentially rookie quarterback, 25 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, maybe 18, depending on how things shake out. If you're a new coach, new coach, new GM, you like, that's pretty good. And you look at their schedule and who they played, their division, and then the progress.
Ooh, Aaron said 4,600 going into this week.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
imagine he throws for 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that's QB1, period. You have a quarterback, period. So I don't know, man. Like, yeah, to answer your question, long story short, that's my QB, bro. And I don't see why you would go away from him. I know new GMs, new front officers, new head coach, they sometimes like their guy. But when you have you coming into a situation where you actually have a guy, that's huge. That's a great job. That's a great job. What coach would want this job? You know what I'm saying? So, and hopefully that's EB, you know, but we'll see. That's what I don't want, y'all. I don't want to have to he has to learn a whole new offense again. If he has to go a different route, that's gonna suck.
Yeah. Well, Drew Brees was my comp for Sam. Yeah, we saw that some. All right, let's look at this Ron Rivera presser.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Y'all can hear it, right?
No.
You can't hear it?
No.
I can't hear it.
I cannot.
Well, till you get that up, but I'm gonna put my piece in this. I'm on limb, man. Look, this kid has exceeded all the expectations that everybody assumed of him. He has played out of that 5th round tally that he had on him. The dude has the arm talent. He has athletic ability, leadership skills, everything that you want in a starting quarterback. and you can build around this guy. Just get him better bookends, and you get him a competent defense. The sky's the limit for this team. And like Aaron's point, like this job next year, whether Ron is gone or not, $90 million in place, 5 draft picks in the first 3 rounds. There's a lot of things to invest in this team.
It's a good job. This will be a good job.
In the nation's capital.
Yeah. The only thing that might make it kind of ugly is, it's in a tough division. So, it's gonna be tough, but
you got Magic Johnson, $90 million, 5 draft picks in the first few rounds. All right, let me see. Let me know if y'all can hear it. No.
Numbers. Yeah. You miss how to feel to see Sam get off like that.
It feels good, because like I keep saying, when people do something once, they now told you what they're capable
of. That 45 attempt.
So you want to see it again.
Yeah.
And he followed up the good game in a loss last week with a win.
We got head coach Ron Rivera
this week. What are your thoughts after getting that one done?
Well, it was a hard fought game. It really was. I mean, it went back and forth. We had opportunities. We missed some opportunities. One thing we got to take better care of the football. Defensively, we can't give up an explosive like we did. Guys came out, competed, played hard, did good things, did things that they're capable of, and show what we can do.
You've talked a lot in recent weeks about Sam's promise and what that can mean for this organization. How did he add to that belief today?
Well, with the exception of the interception in the first half, I thought he played the type of game that we believe he is capable.
Ryan got a new haircut, too.
He made some really good decisions, some smart things. I mean, there are some things that he's going to want to have back once he gets a chance to look at the tape and we get a chance to really evaluate it. But, again, we got to make sure that we put those guys in position to have the success that, we can have. And again, we're still, growing and developing with the guy, but he did a great job for us and, led us to the victory.
Ron, the 2 interceptions, his and then the one at the end. What did you see on each of those?
With his, he tried to force it. I mean, on that play calls for it's a quick read. He tries to extend a little too much, and then he saw Jahan coming late. And at that point, just throw it into the end zone. I mean, throw it just completely out of the end zone. And that.
So did y'all notice Ron ran up to Sam after that play? I wonder what he said to him.
I'm guessing he probably said
exactly what I just said. Throw it out of
good about it. I feel like coaches don't typically criticize. Maybe they do. I don't know.
What you think, DT?
Yeah, I think it was more just a support of just, hey, you made a mistake. We're gonna bounce back, and that type of rah-rah type speech. I did see him run up to him after the interception, though.
So he wasn't like, you costing me my job.
That was disappointing. He was really disappointed himself at halftime, but he got over it quickly and came out and regrouped and played well in the second half and did the things that like I said, we believe he can.
And the last Quans.
Oh, it was really nice play defensively. Again, he's lurking there. He's a guy that's in position that if something does get tipped, that hopefully he can come up with it, and he did.
What does that mean? He's somebody that's usually in position. Like, no, he's not.
I got a question, though. Did he pick that off as a corner or he picked that off as a safety?
He was a safety.
Yeah, he was safety. I think that's what Ron was saying. Like he was back there where he was supposed to be if there would happen to be a pick. So he's like the safety guy.
Right. That's another thing. Like our safeties, especially like Percy Butler, because Cam is usually around. It's usually like within the box for the most part, but like even on that touchdown to the tight end, he still was behind him. Like, how are you behind him within 30 yards? Like, I don't get it. Like, he should be in a position to attack the football. But I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, Percy is. Yeah.
I ain't heard Curl's name all game.
I know he missed a tackle.
I know. It seems like I ask you this every week. What did they say to you about KJ's roughing the passer?
They thought it was full body weight. Again,
That joint was dumb. That joint was like, bro, that penalty is so dumb.
That was a horrible call.
That was a very bad call.
Coach, your thoughts on James Smith-Williams and Case Tuhill?
I thought they went out and played with a lot of energy. You know, there's some things that obviously they're going to have to clean up and get better with. You know, I thought the guys we tried to rotate in did some nice things. I thought KJ had a nice rush. Unfortunately, you know, it got called. But again, you know, these guys are going to work to form. They're young guys, and they're going to have to get opportunities, and that's what they're getting right now.
And then what were your thoughts on the sideline? It looked like the Patriots are targeting Jamin a little bit in the passing game late.
You know, again, it's one of those things that, you know, during those types of plays, they are going to target the linebackers. They're going to try and create, you know, one-on-one situations, especially with the receivers on the crossing routes. And, you know, and you can't hide him in those situations. You just got to hope that they, you know, that he fights and battles the way he did. And that's what he did. They tried to run a wheel on him, and he was in great position and showed great poise. And at the right time, he made his move to tip the ball. And, you know, that's the growth that, you know, we're looking for from him. And he's continuing to play well for us.
I think all the drafted rookies had a big play. What did you see from that group, and kind of how did you feel about them stepping up?
Well, you know,
hold up, is it sunny in there?
Yeah.
Like why is he like this? Maybe it's the lights. Is it the lights?
The lights. They in New England. Ain't no sun out there.
You know, what we're doing now is giving opportunities, and they've got to step up.
Like, you know, Nikki Javala's voice.
You know, that's kind of the you know, the growth part that you want from the young guys, that when they get a chance, that they take advantage of those chances and they go out and make plays for us. We saw a little bit of that today, and hopefully we can continue with that.
Just with Forbes, he seemed to have a much better day. Kind of what did you see from him?
Basically, what you're seeing is, you know, the result of.
This is a good point, Coach. Like, Casey Tuhill been in the league 4 years.
That boy 27. He my age.
Right. and JSW. Like, these dudes not young. Like, but both of these dudes is on a contract year. They both been in the league. Yeah, that's a great point, Coach. Like, he's on a contract year.
His practice habits right now. He's been working hard. Things that they've been working with the defensive backs, and particularly with him, about being disciplined, about doing the little things the right way, and you start to see it. So again, if he can continue to do those things, play within himself, play within the scheme, I think he's got a chance to continue to grow and improve, and hopefully he can grow from here, and he can improve on what he did today.
Ron, some tough losses along the way, and then you have the trade deadline. Sweat and Young are out. How important was this performance today to come up here and get the win?
I think it was very important. I mean, every game's important as far as winning is concerned. But, you know, in light of what did happen last week and so far this season, victories are big. And so when you get one after a tough week for the guys in the locker room, it's
in the NFC
really
to
what'd you learn about Sam? Out here today?
He's resilient. You know, he was so disappointed himself on the interception, and we went to the locker room, and you know, you could still see he was upset with himself. You know, and Jacoby was right there with him, and I went over and said a little something quickly, and then he had a little grin on his face, so I knew he was going to get over it quickly and come back out and play.
You guys started fast, hit that lull, and then kind of came back and held on. What was the key to holding on this week?
Was it not letting it get away from us?
What was the key to holding it, not letting it go?
You know, we hit a little bit of low. We had a couple of big mistakes that did hurt us. You know, we got knocked out of our crease, and we didn't get over the top to make the play, and they pop a big run on us. You know, we drive the ball, get the ball, you know, and an opportunity to score a touchdown, and instead of throwing it away, we make a huge mistake and try and force it. But we came back out in the second half, and I thought the guys really, really proud of the way they did. I mean, the offensive line was terrific. You know, they did a great job. You know, this is a very difficult defense to block all the time, and you know, we were able to pick up a lot of the things. So a lot of those guys did a great job for us. You know, I thought the receivers, you know, made the plays that they had to. You know, they came up and, you know, did his thing, and then you watch and Terry stepped up in the second half, and he did a couple of big things that were explosive for us.
Terry was tired on that second one.
Guys all contributed. You know, we ran the ball hard.
We
really did. Our running backs all ran hard. You know, a little disappointed that we lost the fumble, but B-Rob
he was taking that joint to the house.
Play hard, and you know, that's why we want a kid like that in this offense.
That's what you want for him. I don't like when they do
run the ball like that. you can be successful, and
Especially
EB
if it's
knows
not
that.
like a
and so it was good
one
to
step,
see that as
you know,
well. So
he's
so
not-
many guys contributed, so many players did the job that they needed to do to give us a
That
chance.
was a
to win
dime
today.
throw too. Sam put that
And then,
joint right on the mark.
defensively, look at some of
Between some
the things that some of our guys did. Just it was a great effort, it really was, by that group.
Sam's thrown downfield a lot more in the last few weeks. Is that something? Is that his confidence? Is that what you're seeing on tape from other teams? What's the cause of that?
Well, it's a little bit of both. EB's been goading him to do it. He's gaining more and more confidence. I
does
think,
that mean?
with, again, as stout as we are up front, it's given him an opportunity to really hitch and throw the ball and drive it. And that's, I think, been a big plus for him, that we've been able to do those things.
Kind of following up on that, with when you talk about the offensive line and handling their stunts, their pressure and all that, for Sam, what's the result for him and just his play, and how much the comfort level, what do you see from him?
Well, I think, again, just being able to step into the pocket and have it clean and have a throwing lane. He got one ball tipped today, or got a couple tipped, but his throwing lanes were clean for the most part. You could see his decision making was really on cue. And I think being able to see the whole field and keeping your eyes up, that's probably the biggest thing, John, that you see, is that his eyes are up. So when he steps into the pocket, he's not looking around as much as he's looking downfield. And that's one of the big keys I know that EB talks about all the time.
Plays, you got to get 2 plays on the run on 3rd and 23. What did you see on that? And then the touchdown pass to Jahan.
Well, that's really, what Sam is capable of doing. We saw that when he was coming out his last year at North Carolina, that he ran the ball well, rushed for almost 900 yards his last year there, and he did a really nice job. So he does have some ability. If he has to scramble, he could pick up valuable yards. I thought the throw to Jahan was nice anticipation. And you saw Jahan kick in a little extra gear to go get it. That was pretty impressive. So it was, a great job up front in protection. First of all, they were bringing pressure, and he just put it out there, and Jahan went and got it. I mean, that's kind of what you really look for and what you're hoping for.
All right, where do we go from here, Ceelo?
I don't know, man. I just think we got to. I don't know. Like I said earlier, we are. What's our identity as a team? Are we like the Chiefs of the East? I mean, we throw the ball 50 times a game. We refuse to, until this game, we were not really big on running. On defense, we seem to do a decent job of stopping the run, but then they gave up that big play today. So I don't know. Our secondary is not very good right now. Just like drive to drive, they're giving up 3rd downs. I gotta look at the rate. Guys are getting really, really giving up a lot of space. I don't know if that's technique. I don't know if that's coaching. I don't know if that's confidence, whatever. But anyway, I think we're going to continue to be an offensive team, man.
DT, where do we go from here?
Shoot, man. Same thing as Ceelo. Team has shifted more offensively, and that's what we kind of wanted in this new day NFL. I'm very disappointed in the defense, even though they did only give us 17 points, but there are still some things that they need to work on. I'm truly confident in what EB and Sam are doing right now. The running game is starting to get a little bit better. If this defense just shows up, if they just show up, I'll be so happy. I don't need you to be elite anymore. That's out. That's out of the bag. At least be top 15 by the end of this year. Just switch it up.
Yeah, man. If the defense can get a couple turnovers a game, prevent the team from scoring, I think that one rush, that was just like a sweet science. It was a beautiful play call against a blitz. And Jamin didn't get over there in time. He got caught up. He's just I don't get it, man. He's just standing. He let the guy come straight to him and block him. That's the type of stuff, the stuff with Jamin, man. But he is who he is. it was a victory, 20-17. We beat the Patriots in Foxborough. The last time we beat them was in 2003, and that score was also 20-17. Sam Howell is the youngest quarterback in the NFC East to ever beat Bill Belichick. Sam Howell is on a tear these last few games. Like Ern put up in the chat, he's on pace for 4,600 yard passing. So there's a lot to see. We got Seattle next week. Did you say they didn't score offensive touchdown, TC?
They only scored 3 points.
Only scored 3 points. So of course we'll see what it looks like against us next week. So we definitely will be back. We're looking to try to do Wednesday nights. Also on the PSF app, along with here on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. So please like, subscribe, share, like this here. We need that algorithm, hit that like button for us. Please share on whatever platform you're on. We definitely appreciate it. Any last comments, Ceelo?
Man, I appreciate y'all joining us and chopping it up after the game. Let's get this. Who was it? Seattle next?
Yep.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Definitely appreciate DT. Anything for you?
Oh, hold on real quick. All right. So again, guys, join us on this. Hold up. I'm going the wrong way. Join us on this app right here. No, I'm not the app I'm pressing right here. It's kind of weird looking at the angle of the camera, but look, this is the PSF app. We are on that multiple times a day. We are in group chats. Commanders fans group chat is a Commanders fan group chat with content creators and very familiar people that you know and you see every day on YouTube and on Twitter. Follow this app. Follow us on a couple of Sundays. We will have selected Sundays where we'll cover the game before the game start and during the game and probably after the game. So follow the PSF app.
Oh, who got 92 speed on Madden?
Great question.
I know you ain't creating people. You boosting. I know Sam ain't got no 90s. Hey, I know Sam ain't got no 92. Indian Lake, Ohio, definitely appreciate you for joining. This might be your first time, but please come back. Again, everyone, please like and subscribe. Oh, Jamie got a 92 speed on Madden. Oh my. Again, all of you, we definitely appreciate everyone for joining. If you're not following us, please follow us. Everything is down in the description of the episode on how you can follow us on all of the different platforms. We definitely appreciate you for joining. We know your time is very valuable for you to spend it with us. We definitely appreciate it. Remember, do it because you love it, not because it loves you. One beat, one sound, one heart, one love. Hey, Pops, happy birthday, baby.
Man, that dude
Peace, y'all.